let's start from the end objective. The president of Turkey wants a change in the constitution where he has an executive presidency. His view of democracy is a majoritarian one. He said it again a couple of days ago. I was elected with 52%, which is a rather high score in Western standards. And his party was more or less defeated in June last year, but won in November with more or less 49%, which, given the electoral system, gives them a small majority. Given the constitution, the provision to change the constitution, the president at the moment doesn't have either the 60% or the two-thirds majority to change the constitution. So how do you get from here to there? Well, after the coup failure, you have a very emotional situation. And obviously, you're going to have to restore law and order one way or the other, hopefully within a due judicial process, I would say. But we're going to see a very large trial of a number of people, military and non-military. That will be the first thing. In parallel, the second thing will be a vigorous approach from the Turkish government to the US to extradite Fethullah Gulen, or at least to put him under house arrest in the US. And the Prime Minister today announced that he was sending lots of evidence, more evidence than needed, to that effect. We'll see what that goes. Then, probably as soon as tomorrow, maybe a little later, we'll have a government proposal to reinstate the death penalty. This will obviously create waves with the EU or with the US, but after all, this is a crisis situation, as Galip said earlier. So, why not propose that, and we'll see what the Parliament will say. All of that will create a more tense context with the West, with the US and the EU. But in parallel, as we all know, and we'll see that in a meeting in a few days or a few weeks, there is a rapprochement with Russia to counterbalance all this. So in the current emotional context, what could occur in the next few weeks or 2 months, perhaps, is either a new snap election or, if the numbers are there, a referendum to take the executive presidency to the public.
You think
that is the normal course of action, which has, in a way, been facilitated by this unexpected coup attempt.